Underwood. Thin ice!
So I can't knock down a triple here. Woo, okay. I didn't even miss a shot this entire time, so take that. This better be good for the team.
Oh,
I thought for sure.
there it is. Boom! Yes!
I'm allowed to do an informal intro for something that's not an episode. Illinois wins in the second round of the Big Ten tournament. They beat the Iowa Hawkeyes 106-94, a 200-point affair between the two teams that seemingly couldn't miss a shot. Illinois 1.43 points per possession, Iowa 1.27. Illinois, both teams shooting 46% from three. Illinois had 12 of them. Iowa had 11. I mean, free throws and rebounding were really the huge difference in this game, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Illinois, 14 offensive rebounds. Just crashing the glass, everybody was. You look at the numbers, and Riley only had 4, and Boswell only had, or Riley had 7. Boswell only had 3, and KJ only had 3. Also, good talk. All right. But they were all attacking. They were knocking stuff out, and it was good to see. Where's the Hummer shirt? Dirty, I think.
Merez had 5 offensive rebounds in 12 minutes.
Yeah. I think he had 8 total, and what this line says he played 11, but
106 points with 10 bench points.
Big news though. Peyton Sanford went red hot.
Yeah.
8 for 13, but I think he had 8 with like 6 minutes left.
Yeah,
so he didn't make one in the final 6 minutes, which I think kind of propelled Illinois. But shout out to Peyton Sanford. Glad that Illinois never has to play him again. Hell of a way to go out. It's a shame that Fran wasn't on the sideline to, be there for him while he was crying into the assistant's arms. But 30 points, he was on fire for most of the game. So what's wrong with KJ? I thought it was the Evo ball is what Hinkle's telling me. It's the Evo ball. I think that's maybe the most impressive is like, this was an absolute stinker from KJ. I mean, just abysmal performance. He got 7 of his 10 points from the free throw line. He made a 3 that was ugly after 2 turnovers. And then I think Peyton came down and hit another 3 in retaliation for that. But he was bad. He had I text somebody tonight and said he's unplayable, but Illinois kept playing him.
He only played 12 minutes in the first half. Fouls.
Well, foul trouble.
Yeah.
But how many did he play in the second half?
16.
Okay.
He was, he had like a game that I think I would associate with him. If anybody on this team was going to have a game where they scored 10 and 7 of them or from the free throw line, he had 6 turnovers and no assists. I think that would be the guy to do that. Everybody on this team has kind of their different versions of bad games, and this is his version is usually not making any shots and turning the ball over, and he did both. But you had a big-time performance from Boswell. I mean, he was, I think, 1 for 4 from 3 and then made 3 his last 3.
Yeah. Boswell finally started hitting those step backs, those ones that I yell no every time he puts it up. Maybe I changed it because I started yelling no at him in the second half and they started going in. So you're welcome, Illini Nation. But yeah, I mean, Boswell making 3s changes this game. I mean, again, if KJ has a normal game, Illinois puts up 115 probably. So you take the good with the bad with KJ. I mean, I think 4 of his points came from Fran's ejection.
Yep.
So Brad's just trying to pump the numbers, but Tomislav, insane game from him. 5 for 9, 3 for 5 from 3, 6 of 7 from the line. He had 10 rebounds, 6 assists. The way that Illinois cut in this game, and there was one play they didn't even put up a shot, but I think they hit like 6 cutters and then ended up pulling it out. The ball movement, and again, it's Iowa. Iowa doesn't play great defense. And it's amazing that Illinois held this Iowa team to 61 points at home.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tommy probably would be my player of the game. Just as efficient as he was with passing and finding guys. And like Boswell had a hard catch underneath the hoop that, those were layups that he was missing earlier in the season. So.
Yeah, I would probably go Boswell for player of the game, but it's like a tie between those two.
Yeah. And Trey White, fantastic once again. I mean,
34% from 3 on the year now.
Yeah, I think somebody said he was like
10 for 15 going into this game.
Yeah, since he came back and had full rotation minutes.
And with that, he's 12 for 17 or 12 for 18 now, going 2 for 3 tonight. Yeah. If this team shoots above 28% from 3, they're elite. I mean, that's pretty much exactly what has been the case all year now, if you look at the record. And, for them to come out where, it's I think Brad said it when he was talking to that loser Andy Katz after the game. I think he said something like he's always worried about the first game of a tournament.
Absolutely.
Because as I've said this entire time, and people are like, ha, 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 not a joke. Depth perception, nets, rims, all of those things matter in neutral site. And for Illinois to come out and shoot as well as they did, score 106 in their first game in this tournament. Zachary, get out of here if you're going to say that shit.
Nobody likes Andy Katz.
106 points, though. That's legit.
It's got to be lying. Yeah, and especially Iowa already played a game there, so they already had a feel for the court and stuff like that. It's only the second time a team scored 100 points in the Big Ten tournament, which was kind of crazy to me. But
teams who have played games in the Big Ten tournament yesterday are 0-2 today, and we got USC now.
And they got to be dead after that double overtime.
Yeah, Illinois scoring more than USC or Rutgers scored in double overtime yesterday. USC had 97 in double OT. Iowa almost scored more than them too. And Illinois covered the spread. I think I saw ESPN bet 10.5.
Mm-hmm.
So they covered.
It's open at 9.5. I think it moved to 10.5. So, I think you saw Brad kind of tighten up the rotation in this game too.
Yeah, only 4 for Jake, 10 for DGL, 12 for Merez, which I think Merez is just kind of on a minutes restriction.
Yeah,
and 17 for Hummer. Hummer was, he's fine. 2 offensive boards, made a 3.
Yeah, got fouled on one of the boards.
If I were an Iowa fan
in the corner, he did what he needed to do.
I don't know if Iowa fans how they feel about Fran getting ejected, but I do think at times there are reasons to think that they were getting a bad whistle. But Illinois is bigger and stronger, and you're going to get calls. By the way, DePaul and Creighton are 62-62.
Oh, wow.
Creighton 11-0 run in the last minute 39. So it's tied with 16 seconds left. What a choke by DePaul.
That's crazy. Yeah, Fran, I think it was kind of like a beratement from the players and then Fran on top of it.
Yeah.
Because the players seemed to complain a lot even after Fran got booted. So I think the refs just had enough. And then after you get teed up, you say effing bullshit, and I mean that's just the way it's gonna happen.
Is that Fran's last moment as the Iowa head coach?
I don't know. That's what I told Heather when it was over. I said that what a way to go out for Fran,
Do we get double Draked in the Big Ten? Does Ben McCollum leave Drake after 1 year and go to Indiana? And does Darian DeVries, who left Drake last year, leave West Virginia after 1 year and go to Iowa? That would be interesting. I've heard rumblings, but who knows?
Do you think that we then get Sincere Harris and Amani Hansberry at Iowa?
Yes. No, well, Chester. If Chester goes with DeVries, or if maybe Chester gets the WVU job.
Chester gets upgraded? All right.
I saw somebody say that they would like that. But those 2 hires, if they happen in the Big Ten, would be excellent hires when it comes to guys who know how to win games with different styles of personnel. I don't know how some of that stuff will translate to the Big Ten. Like if you're bringing in lower level guys like McCollum did at Drake, I hunch would be that if he goes to Indiana, he's not going to have D2 players with him. Not that they're, D2 players, but, it's where they were stars. But anyway, back to Illinois, who is how many in a row against Iowa now? When's the last time they lost to Iowa?
They're 9-1 since the DeMonte. Was that a McCaffrey that they went face to face to?
Yeah.
9-1 since then. Is what I saw on Twitter. Do we beat Maryland? Need more Merez minutes?
I think the beautiful thing about the Maryland game is it's kind of a house money spot.
Free roll,
yeah.
I mean, you win it, you probably lock in a 6.
They've won the Big Ten tournament twice in the last 5 or 6 years. They won it last year.
Yeah.
You wanted to win this game just because you don't want to lose to the 15 seed in the conference. And Maryland has owned them for a while, and I don't think it's a great matchup. But if you beat them, that's a big-time win. I think they're going to be a 6 anyway as of right now, even if they lose tomorrow. I don't know how much higher they can go. Like, can they really get to the 5 line? I doubt it. But I'd be okay being a 6. And if you're a 6, I want to play North Carolina is what I want to do. That's if Illinois is a 6, I'd love to play North Carolina.
It's a crazy take, but okay.
Does that team scare anybody? I think they're awful. I think Illinois would run circles around them. But,
Probably. You're probably right.
Who knows?
Yeah, I like Murray. I think having Murray, because was Tommy out the last time they played Maryland? Tommy was getting over sickness.
He was out.
He was out. Okay.
Yeah.
So to have them both back to be able to battle Dairy Queen and Julian Reese, I mean, I think that's necessary.
Also, Will Riley had 0 points and 0 rebounds in 17 minutes last time they played.
Yeah, Will Riley's a different ball player since then. So I think he's averaging like 17 points, 18 points over the last 6 games or something.
Yeah.
So KJ, too much dribbling tonight. KJ is scaring me here lately. I don't know if he's just dribbling too much. I think people know that they can, use help defense to bat a ball away. Brad likes to think that he gets fouled a lot doing that stuff. Maybe he does, but I think he's too loose with the ball to kind of get those calls. I don't know where like KJ is, and this has nothing to do with the NBA, but like where he makes this team better right now. Because he's struggling to get to the hoop. He's getting, every time he tries to get to the basket, somebody knocks the ball away. I want to say he's a liability on the court currently, but that's probably extreme. I mean, I don't know what lineup you go without him.
I don't think you'd have,
because you can't have Boswell trying to bring the ball up every time, or Will Riley. I think he's a necessity on this team. It's probably his draft stock's probably been being talked about tonight on Twitter. I don't know if
he's number 6 on ESPN's new mock.
Seen anything? So, Warner, thanks for the happy birthday. Appreciate you.
1, 2, 3.
1 day late. So
I'm 4 Big
by the
Ten
way,
players.
Cheers. Got this for my birthday. Hope you guys are enjoying a drink on the line I win, whether it be Body Armor or whiskey or a Busch Latte.
This is water.
A Body Armor and a water and a Body Armor
water
bottle.
No, this is actual water.
Just
see, it says Alkaline water, the former Detroit Tiger outfielder, Alkaline.
You can make that at home for free.
I don't want to do that. I think what I was going to say is I think there's 4 Big Ten players in the top 10 on ESPN's new mock. 4, 5? I think it's Harper 3, Bailey Harper 2, Bailey 3, KJ 6, Queen 10 or something. I think Will Riley was somewhere in there too. But yeah, it's a good year. The freshman Big Ten class is as good as it's been in a long time, I think.
Yeah,
I think it's a lot of one and dones. I think they might all be one and dones because for Will Riley to not make the Big Ten freshman team kind of shows you how good it is.
It's like they gave him the 6th man as a consolation prize or something.
I'd rather have that if I were him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the 5 in front of him, I mean, you can't really blame them for going with those guys. KJ, Queen, Harper, Bailey, Richardson. I mean, Richardson's been really good for Michigan State. Michigan State won the conference, so that makes sense.
Yeah. KJ seems to be trying too hard for the hero ball, spectacular plays that might impress for his draft stock. I don't see that. I just think that he's trying to get to the lane to create kickouts. And I think that he sees passes that, most people don't and most people can't make. And tonight he wasn't very good at making them. The cross court pass to a Hummer in the corner was just not smart.
Yeah, that was really bad.
Yeah. I think there's teams you can get away with that against. As much as Iowa isn't good defensively because they're slow white dudes, they're still high IQ basketball players. So
with a low IQ coach. No, he's good. He's a good coach. Just,
what's KJ's rebound stats? I think KJ had a pretty good rebound game not too long ago. He only had 3 this game, but the thing is, like, even if he's not getting the rebounds, like, this whole team's attacking the boards. Like, you don't get 14 offensive rebounds without every guy attacking the boards. Like you saw with Hummer trying to get that board, he got fouled on. Merez probably should have had another board tonight, but he got undercut and they didn't call it late in the game. Merez, I was so worried. Like, I know Brad put him out there to get legs or whatever into the game, but like, Merez has no stop to him. And there was 17 seconds left, and he's still going after balls like it's not a 12-point win already. I thought it was interesting. Corey Booth didn't come off in garbage minutes. Maybe he's hurt. Can you tell Tim, hey, like you didn't see him all day at work today? Or
hey, Tim, how you doing? On a side note, didn't Peoria Manual like destroy Williamsville in basketball?
They did. I think it started out 18-0 in the first quarter.
I wanted to see like how did DJ Richardson's nephew do in that game or whatever he is, cousin or nephew or whatever.
Somebody told me that he was the only guy that could score on that team. But a lot of talk that Peoria Manual could have beaten Chatham and whoever they played to. So.
There you go. Anyway, back to the important stuff, which is the Illini. Merez Johnson, I thought there was a couple moments there where he did things he might not normally do. Where
are you wearing a stethoscope?
Yeah, I've worn it before. Duh. How else? I can't get my headphones over the hard hat. I mean, come on.
True.
The hard hat is representing Illinois needs to play defense tomorrow night. You can get away with it against the Whites from Iowa, but you can't get away with it against Maryland. I hope they have a better plan. Do you start like the same 5 in a game like this? I think you still do.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you put Trey White on Queen or something.
Who do you think was the biggest liability on defense this game?
Is everybody a proper answer? No.
I
don't know. I feel like Boswell is the one who got the Sanford assignment, right?
Yeah, but like Sanford shot over him. A lot of those threes were in transition too. Like Iowa gets out and runs. They know they need to get shots up quick. There was the one where Sanford was coming down and like nobody was attacking him. And it was later in the game. And it's like everybody in that gym knew he was going to pull up for 3. And Illinois still didn't come out for him. Luckily he missed it, but Hummer was the biggest liability. Holy cow, buddy. Well, guess what? You guys get him for 2 more years according to the new rules. So lock in, buy a hoodie. How's that sound?
So if Maryland rolls out,
KJ would have been mine. Boswell's off-ball defense isn't great. Like he got back cut by Sanford a couple times. Yeah, and it's just, I mean, that's what this Iowa team does. They find lanes and they attack and they kick, and they had Illinois running around tonight. And they wanted this is the score that Iowa wanted. They wanted a score in the 90s because they knew that was the only way they could win.
Yeah.
They knew they couldn't win an 80 to 75 game. Like they needed this game to be fast paced. What about Boswell on Queen?
I don't hate that idea.
Hey guys, I'll take a win with a KJ clunker of a game. Double big lineup. We have 2 tomorrow.
I don't think you change that.
I don't think you start out with it. I mean, if Brad wants to sub after 2 minutes of Julian Reese dunking on Will Riley, sure, but
no, Julian Reese will be guarded by Ivicic.
Derek Queen by
Queen
Riley.
will be guarded by Boswell. He did it to Flag. Flag's better than Queen, so.
But Queen's a different player.
I know, but let Boswell give it a go and have helpers on the or Trey White, or Boswell.
Who are you gonna put on Gillespie? Trey White,
KJ.
I'll put KJ on Derek Queen. Let him foul out of the game at this point.
You would never say these things about Hummer, and Hummer has been way worse than KJ.
Maybe Hummer gets to start tomorrow again.
I'm not opposed.
Maybe we need a Hummer Ivicic guard the bigs lineup.
Yeah, why not?
Boswell did fine on Wolf. Wolf's a 7-foot guard.
Wolf.
Wolf.
Queen scores from inside the perimeter, but he does handle the ball a little bit too.
Oh, jeez. Queen has handles, but he's not the guard.
Did you not hear what I just said?
Insane. No, I'm reading chat.
I know, but I'm saying he does have handles
right now. Remember when Hummer used to start? I do.
Those are dark times. So Creighton's up 6 now, by the way. So it looks
Hummer back down game was brutal tonight, by the way. Like, how do you leave those both
leaving
short?
everything short? Yeah,
like hit it off the back of the backboard. I don't care. Like, but don't leave them short. Anyways,
Purdue's up 13-10. I say just roll the ball out there and
you think
play.
USC can win this game?
No. You just roll the ball out there and play. Don't even game plan against Maryland. Just play. That's what I think they should do.
Boys.
Yeah.
Just put up 120.
What's the worst thing that could happen?
You
You lose to them by 20 again?
Nobody can catch you if you score 120. I'll tell you that. Queen is not a post-up guy telling you put Boswell on him.
I think having Boswell on him could work for periods of time.
As long as everybody else is helping rebound.
Yeah.
Queen's going to rebound over him all day.
Or is he? Boswell's a scrapper.
Boswell fouls out in the first half.
If the refs are in the bag for Maryland, yeah.
Purdue looks small against USC. They are. USC's big.
Purdue's perimeter being that small is a problem. They got to get somebody next to Braden Smith next year who's like an athlete and bigger and stronger and can do other things. They need somebody better than what's his name?
Somebody like Trey White or something.
They need somebody better than Cox.
I mean, I think that's where Purdue dropped the ball, is not going after a portal guy for that position.
Starting a freshman next to Lawyer and Smith, it's kind of weird.
Switch upon Queen, keeping him guessing, no rhythm. Do you think Illinois 5-way switches tomorrow?
Yes. Back to the important stuff. Do you think there's a better coaching matchup in the Big Ten tournament than the one going on right now?
No.
The only one I can think of is if people throw Izzo and Altman at you.
Really? Not even going to throw Cronin in there, huh?
Well, I don't know who he's coaching against. Who are they playing? Cronin and
UCLA plays the 5-4 seed?
Wisconsin.
5 seed?
Cronin and guard.
Yeah, never mind. Great guard.
Good,
freaking coach of the year merchant. No.
18.
What's up, Sonny? How you doing, man?
14, Purdue 17-14.
Winning is always fun.
Ben Johnson getting fired at 2 a.m. last night. What are your thoughts?
I think it's bullshit. Like, what's Minnesota doing? Who are they going after? They literally got an alum that does as much as he can. I think Ant Wright put something out there like their point guard left, and he is playing really well. Their center left, what was his name? Pharrell Payne.
Yeah.
He's playing really well. Like you can't give a guy no options during NIL time.
Elijah Hawkins went to Texas Tech.
Okay.
He was their point guard, shooting 35% from three.
And then
had 12 and 11 tonight, 11 assists tonight against Baylor.
And then the kid went to the draft, right?
Christie, yeah.
Yeah, Max Christie.
Pharrell Payne went to Texas A&M.
Anyone read about TA to Duke and taking Merez with him next year? Hope it doesn't happen. And I don't know. Wasn't Merez committed before Tim Anderson was ever at Illinois, or am I crazy?
I don't want to talk about this.
I'm probably crazy. So, does Illinois play a zone tomorrow?
No
shot. 0% chance. You can't rebound out of a zone. And Illinois is all about rebounding.
I can't even begin to think of who Minnesota is going to hire. Do they go like
John Gross?
Is there like a mid-major coach who – I'd love that. Is there like a mid-major coach who has been potentially making the jump forever that they could just go hire? Like, could they convince Ryan Odom to leave VCU? I mean, probably not. But
I mean, if you don't give a guy like what's the word I'm looking for?
Resources.
Thank you. If you don't give a guy resources,
do they go get Eric Olin from UC San Diego?
Unless they just pay him a bunch, but like Ben Johnson was the least paid Big Ten coach, I'm pretty sure.
Eric Olin, UC San Diego. He's 33-7 in the last 2 years in the Big West.
They would be the Minnesota Fighting Gross Spurs. Actually, is what their name would be.
Did they go get Russell Turner from UC Irvine, who's made the tournament a couple times?
Minnesota hires Juwan Howard. That'd be something. Juwan Howard isn't coming to work at Minnesota, though. I'll tell you that.
Well, they had a better coach like 4 years ago, and
they gotta go mid-major somewhere, right?
I'm thinking they get UC San Diego's Eric Olin or UC Irvine's Russell Turner. I mean, a couple coaches who won a lot of games. Why not? That's what I say. Or they go to Santa Clara, a guy who develops talent, Herb Snedek.
I told Ethan that they would probably hire Rick Pitino back, but he's probably making more money in New Mexico. So
would Bobby Hurley would he? Because he's got 1 year left at Arizona State. They say they're going to let him coach it. Does he just say "F you"? I'm going to just go to the Big Ten because they're giving me a lifeline. I mean, Minnesota would be insane to do that, but it would be funny.
That would be funny.
Wouldn't have to switch colors.
I would love to see that. Maybe Mick Cronin goes to Minnesota.
No, we don't have to say that. I think Indiana's going to hire McCollum. That's the name out there right now.
Yeah, that'd be a good hire. I think
that's a guy who wins games. I don't know what translates to the Big Ten.
Where's Will Wade going to end up? Somebody that hasn't fired their coach yet. He's going somewhere.
Yeah, he has to. Looking at the list here.
I hope it's not to the Big Ten.
I saw a school not that long ago. I can't remember who it was. Indiana would be very wise to do that, but I don't think they will. God, if I were Villanova, I would fire Neptune right now and just go get Will Wade. Like, who cares? You're Villanova. Villanova has not been relevant since 2021.
Yeah.
When they got to the I think they were in the Final Four that year, maybe.
Yeah, and then
but it's so annoying.
He just quit, right?
He hung it up.
Quitter.
Well,
so I'm gonna go talk ball. I wish you guys were here for my Bruce Weber impersonation when the Big Ten didn't know they had no sound during the post-game interview with Boswell. It was top tier.
Sounds good.
30 minutes exactly. All right, let's call
Will
him that.
Wade is 57-10 at McNeese.
Yeah, I mean,
McNeese
he doesn't
won
have to hide
20
the bag no more. That's the thing. Is like,
Well-
I mean, he got in trouble for hiding the bag, which everybody gets the bag now. By the way, speaking of bags, I know there's a lot of Illinois fans that like you love Coleman Hawkins or you hate Coleman Hawkins, but like felt bad for the dude. Tears, everything. I had a buddy say that he likes to play the victim card. I don't know if that's what that is. Like fans are assholes, and just remember that you guys are all assholes when you're tweeting and DMing these people. Shout out to Coleman. Had a great career here. Sad to see his college career end. He's got $2 million though, so I mean, today he probably woke up and said, "Hey, I got $2 million." But
I mean, if you're a 40-year-old and you're saying a 22-year-old is playing the victim card, that's kind of weird, no?
I mean, palms up Coleman Hawkins. I'm just saying that's what people saw at Illinois.
But if you're like
Some Illinois fans saw, that's all I'm saying.
if you're middle-aged, like people think I am, which I'm not, if you are and you're saying that about Coleman Hawkins, I find that a little weird.
I mean, a guy that got $2 million and crying after a post game. Yeah. I mean, I see where people are coming from. Do I agree with them all the time? No.
But do you agree with him this time?
No, I do not.
Okay.
I did not think he was playing the victim card.
More importantly, back to McNeese. I know people say, "Oh, it's the Southland." Of course, Will Wade's doing that well. McNeese won 22 games in 2 years before he got there, and they've now won 35 more than that with him there. So
That's insane.
throwing that out there, yeah, they were 11-23
Like,
in the year before he got there.
bag or not, that guy can coach,
21-1,
and he
going
can
into
find
the,
he can find he finds the talent that he
NCAA
wants
tournament.
to coach. So
He's getting guys who like shouldn't be going to the Southland Conference to play basketball. Like Kadir Copeland, like was at Syracuse for 2 years and then goes to McNeese. They got Shoemate as well from started at Tulsa, and he's just been kind of Will Wade's guy, got him to stay there, and Chicago product. And DJ Richards is there.
USC Purdue tied
If the free throw goes in on my screen,
at 17
yeah.
with 10 minutes left.
Opposite of the game before.
Yeah. Mizzou is up 3 on Mississippi State.
Kansas, Arizona tonight. Interesting spot there. Kansas is going to be the team.
Kansas should have lost.
Yeah. We're going to do Hunter Dickinson is playing college basketball still. People are going to be doing that thing this year.
True.
And then I think the main event this, Friday and Saturday main event's the Big West semifinal and final. That's going to be electric. That's like going to be the Big West Championship is always a late Saturday night. We're all going to have a good time with that one, I think. If
Brayden
it's
DePaul in second overtime?
It's
Did you say that
DePaul.
already?
No, but it's DePaul.
I don't know why you are mad about my accent.
Mad?
Yeah, you say
DePaul.
something every time.
That's fun. It's also kind of a thing that I
Apple.
can't not say something about.
Yeah, you're just an asshole. We get it.
Well, that's too far. I guess Duke
Does your UC San Diego play tonight or
tomorrow night, semifinal.
okay?
They play. Let me grab the folder here.
It's about time to move my other two TVs out to the living room. Is all I know.
They play.
Does Brad double the post like at the end of the Purdue game? Not unless it has to be doubled.
Why are we talking about Illinois? Who cares? They play the winner of Santa Barbara and Cal State Northridge, which is happening right now. And then the other semifinal is Riverside and Cal Poly.
Maryland can shoot threes.
11:30 ESPN2 Saturday night is the Big West Championship.
Maryland can do a lot. They're a good team.
Any thoughts on Oregon, Indiana today?
Nope, didn't watch it.
Shellstad,
I was playing golf.
when Shellstad has
While
it
you were
going,
busy working.
I was actually watching this game. I didn't get to work till 12.
1 o'clock.
Well, we're supposed to
Came
work.
in early. Good.
Yeah.
Hey,
I always do. Yeah. Shellstad, though. He scored 18. He had it going early. Like, he makes everything when he gets in that, like,
zone,
I'm going to make
yeah.
shots.
Peyton Sanford style.
He takes stupid shots, too. Yeah, Luke Goody 0 for 5 at 1 point.
Hey, he'll get another shot in the tourney.
I get that
Playing
Indiana's
game?
going to make the tournament, but God, should they?
Playing game? Well, he'll get a shot at the Crown in Las Vegas or whatever the heck they got going on out there. So
Let's see what the real, bracketologist, Lenardi, what's he got right now?
Well, that's
Updated at 5 o'clock.
Insane thing to say.
He's got Indiana as the first team out as of 5 o'clock. So Indiana's a true bubble team, and a big part of that is Texas. Texas was on the
So I
outside
assume
looking in.
Ohio State's out.
Oh yeah,
right.
gone. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
gone.
Texas beat Texas A&M today.
So last 4 buys, this moron has Arkansas, Vandy, Utah State, West Virginia. Last 4 in San Diego State, Xavier, North Carolina. Fucking joke. And Texas, first 4 out, Indiana, Ohio. Ohio State should be next 4 out. Like, this team is not. They haven't earned anything. For them to lose to Iowa. Oh, that's bad. Boise State, Colorado State also first 4 out. And the next 4 out, Dayton, UC Irvine, Wake Forest, Villanova. So I'd put UC Irvine in over North Carolina, but whatever.
I mean, it'd be nice if those teams.
And no, despite that, we still don't need expansion.
I agree. Like, if we're only expanding to put in more like power conference teams,
it's stupid.
Yeah.
Like, the ACC earned 3 bids this year. That's it.
Yeah.
Nobody else should be close. This is a big A10 tournament, though, for Dayton. That's a team that's always the favorite in that conference. They always underwhelm and disappoint. And, now we'll see. I mean, they went 12-6 in the conference.
Yep. Soon it will be the Big Ten SEC tournament.
Lenardi has Illinois as a 6 seed playing West Virginia. I don't want that. I think Illinois would beat West Virginia, but I don't want that. Isn't
I mean, that's what, but isn't that
Freeze
what
out?
Lunardi does? He
yeah, it's never going to be the actual.
he's very situational. Like, oh, we should put these two against each other.
West Virginia 10-10 in the Big 12 with like 2-3 quality wins this year. I don't know if or 4. I guess if Kansas, they won it. They did win at Kansas, so I guess you can count that as something.
Nolan Jones agrees with me. Minnesota should go after the New Mexico basketball coach. He's been good.
We got double overtime at the Big East tournament at MSG right now, and we still have Villanova UConn after this. That's exciting. And Friday at the Big East tournament is amongst the greatest days in the history of the country.
Oh,
really,
man. It's the best time of the year, guys.
St. John's Marquette tomorrow. Then you're probably gonna. You might have Creighton, UConn, Creighton, Villanova. Woo.
Should we just put all Power Fives in one conference?
No. I think we should break up what we've been doing and go back to the old Big East and the old Big Ten and the Pac-12 returns.
Well, the problem is money.
So in Lunardi's scenario, if Illinois wins the first round, they play St. John's. And then if they get to the Sweet 16, they play Alabama. And if they get to the Elite Eight, they play Houston or Purdue. Or how about this? What if there's an Ole Miss McNeese in the first round would be awesome. Will Wade against Chris Beard. It'd be phenomenal. I hope that happens 5-12.
And I think Purdue's a 4 seed right now.
4, yeah. Yeah.
If Purdue lost tonight and Illinois beats Maryland tomorrow, do you not think Illinois can move up to a 5?
I just think it depends on what happens around them, but I
just think that 4 to
they have the same number of wins as Purdue right now.
That 4 to 7 is so tight. I actually think the conference tournaments are gonna matter more this year than they usually do.
USC's up 6 on a 9-0 run right now.
especially neutral courts. So
I don't know what makes Purdue a 4 seed. You know,
we
they
want
beat
Kansas
Alabama.
to lose.
They beat
Kansas should have
Alabama.
lost last night.
Purdue beat Alabama. That was at Mackey. They beat Maryland. That was at Mackey. They beat Ole Miss on a neutral site by 2.
Alabama
They
was
beat-
early though. Like
They
I
won
don't
at
think that-
Oregon.
I
And
don't
then
think
they
your win
won
should start
home against
counting
UCLA.
until like December. That's why I think it's
they
stupid.
should get credit for the win, but it's not a crazy
like
win. It
I
was at
think
Mackey.
I think conference tournament, like conference games should start like I know that like the Big Ten plays some early ones, but I think they should start a little bit earlier and you play like half of them and then you have like 5 games against non-conference and then you play the rest of them. Like that's how you get a real sense of like where everybody's at. It'll never happen, but that's how it should work. Because all these teams playing people in freaking November,
USC's up
like,
8.
doesn't matter.
It's 25-17 under 8 timeout. Do you
We're
really
already
want
ahead of
Illinois to get to the?
Kansas.
Do you really want Illinois to get to the 5 line? Like I'm kind of more scared of those weird mid-major teams that could just pick you off.
No,
as
I don't
opposed
like
to-
I don't know if I want to play a 2 seed, to be honest with you. Like I don't care if we get to the 5 line. I want to be off the 7.
Yeah, they'll be I think they're going to be a 6 no matter what now.
Yeah.
6 is the worst no matter what because if you lose to Maryland, they're not going to knock you down to a 7.
Yeah, I agree.
Now you just want to get a good draw, and everybody's going to be scared of the draw no matter what. Everybody was scared of BYU and Iowa State last year.
True.
And nobody was talking about being scared of UConn, which is
And it is insane. Like we had that quote from Brad that said these guys don't know like what seedings are, and like they interviewed the players, and like KJ
is that going
like,
to help or hurt?
I don't know. He's just like I don't know what. Like I started watching college basketball like last year. Will Riley said I've never watched college basketball. Like they legit, most of them. Or a majority, not even majority, a minority of them. But there are guys that are role players that are important to this team that I just not having that pressure, I think helps too. Like, I think that's a good thing is like, they're just going
still
out
might
there
hurt though.
But I think they're just going out there to try to win basketball games. They don't care if they're playing number 1 or number 16. They're getting on the court and they're playing the game and they're going to do the best they can. Like it's not a we're playing.
Yeah,
the 2
Oklahoma,
seed tonight.
Kentucky tonight too.
Yeah,
the conferences, some of the conferences being the way they are this year, the fact that we get like UConn and Kentucky not playing like earlier games or being like a 1 seed.
I'm gonna go have to at least grab a 3rd TV for tonight. So
yeah, I got 3 TVs plus the middle is a quad.
At least we are healthy. That's right. Check it out. We're healthy. So like no excuses anymore, right?
Yes.
I mean, it scored 106 tonight. That's insane. Like Brad's talked about this team being able to shoot. We're good shooters. They made their shots. They don't make their shots. They don't make their shots, but they're getting rebounds also. No way we want to be on Florida, Auburn, or Duke's side of the bracket. Maybe Houston would be okay for us.
No.
I think a good defensive team is going to kill us. What does a player on this team need to do to get a jersey in the rafters? You have to be an All-American. I don't think anybody on this team needs to get their jersey in the rafters. They haven't done anything, Nolan.
Yeah, Nolan.
Duke might have an issue with Cooper out. Yeah, that's true. Cooper went up for a rebound and just smashed his ankle. So
yeah,
that'll be interesting.
A little dramatic.
Is
Duke a 2 seed now?
Went sideways.
Is Duke a 2 seed now? Ooh.
Without Cooper, I mean, if
they have the second highest net rating of all time.
They wouldn't even be in the playoffs, I think. So
Duke is the 2nd highest net rating of all time on KenPom right now. And they are like every bit of their record. So is Kansas Arizona? Is that on ESPN or ESPN Plus? Because
Can't
my
be
thing
on
is not working. I
Plus.
think it's on ESPN, but why is it not working? This is annoying. When does that game start?
I'm watching it at my house.
It started already?
No, I'm watching. I know that's you can't get on ESPN Plus because I stole your ESPN Plus.
No. This just isn't working.
Uh,
Whatever.
it's on ESPN, regular ass ESPN. Bro.
I know, but this is not working. Like it's showing me SMU Clemson twice for some reason. I don't know. Whatever. I guess we should call
because
this.
our internets are broke. All right, 45 minutes. Duke is a one seed. Yeah, we win and a natty, and we're not hanging a jersey. You're crazy. What?
What does it have to do with anything?
That's
stupid.
an insane like ask. Like
The people who comment on Twitter, I have questions. All right.
If we win a natty, hang them all in the rafters, Nolan. I'll agree with you there.
Yep. Illinois plays tomorrow night, 6:30, 5:30 Central.
Do you got to work tomorrow?
Fish fry.
Oh, fish fry. Holy hell.
Which means
So we won't even be able to do an after party.
Well, we can.
You'll have the game on there.
I'm not gonna be able to watch though. Like actually, sit there and watch the whole time.
What are you serving beers or are you
Going
taking
up and
fish out
down
to
the stairs, up and down the stairs a lot?
Why you gotta go up the stairs?
Because the fish is made upstairs.
Well, tell them to bring the fryer downstairs.
That's just stupid.
Just have it on your phone. You can run around like this.
I watched part of the Purdue game last week.
I know the way your Gen Zers are.
No. So if they make it to the Big Ten Championship Sunday, we go do that game. But,
Yep, we can.
Selection show watch party, right? That'll be good.
Yeah, I don't have anything going on Sunday. I was just joking. Do one if we win. If we lose, wait till Sunday.
I think that's probably what we should do. If they lose tomorrow, we just
we'll do one for we'll do one.
We got selection show watch party on Sunday. So we'll figure that out.
We'll be there.
Then we'll do bracket breakdown thing Monday night, probably if we can.
Right, shut it down. I gotta pee.
All right, we're going.
guys.
Underwood.
Thin ice.